In 1886, in a small pharmacy in Atlanta, Georgia, a drink was born that would change the world forever: Coca-Cola. Created by a man named John Stith Pemberton, a wounded Civil War veteran and pharmacist, the original formula was meant as a medicinal tonic. But this wasn't just any soda. It contained two key ingredients: cocaine from coca leaves and caffeine from cola nuts, thus Coca-Cola. In its early days, it was sold as a cure for headaches, exhaustion, and even impotence. People loved it, not just for its taste, but for the buzz it gave. The world had never tasted anything like it. And behind the sweetness was a mix of controversy, addiction, and business genius. Most people today don't know that for nearly 2 decades, every sip of Coca-Cola contained real cocaine. At the time, cocaine wasn't illegal. It was praised as a miracle drug. Doctors recommended it for everything from depression to toothaches. But Coca-Cola wasn't just giving people energy. It was feeding a nation's growing dependency on a powerful substance. Pemberton, himself addicted to morphine, saw Coca-Cola as his personal salvation. And as the drink's popularity soared, so did concerns. Was this fizzy brown drink truly safe? Or was it a hidden addiction in a bottle? As Coca-Cola's popularity exploded, a businessman named Asa Candler saw its true potential, not as medicine, but as mass-market magic. He bought the formula from Pemberton's struggling family and began marketing it like never before. Billboards, posters, giveaways. It wasn't just a drink anymore. It was a lifestyle. By 1900, Coca-Cola had become a symbol of refreshment, success, and American identity. But behind the smiles and slogans was a dark truth. Many customers were unknowingly hooked. And Candler? He was getting rich. Very rich. When Coca-Cola was first introduced, it wasn't just caffeine giving people a buzz, it was cocaine. John Pemberton's original formula included coca leaf extract, which contains cocaine alkaloids. At the time, cocaine wasn't illegal and was widely used in medicine. Coca-Cola was even marketed as a brain tonic, promising to relieve headaches and boost energy. But by the early 1900s, concerns about cocaine addiction and social unrest, especially linked to Black communities in the South, sparked backlash. Under mounting pressure, Coca-Cola quietly reduced and eventually removed the cocaine content, but not before benefiting from its stimulating effects and addictive properties. This dark ingredient was key to the brand's early popularity. As Coca-Cola's popularity spread, so did fear. In the early 1900s, Southern newspapers began spreading sensational stories of Black men becoming violent under the influence of cocaine-laced Coca-Cola. These racist narratives pressured the company to further distance itself from its original formula. Coca-Cola's executives knew the power of marketing and the danger of bad press. So, they pivoted. The drink was rebranded as a family-friendly soda, and advertisements began targeting white middle-class Americans. This shift helped build Coca-Cola's wholesome image, but it also buried a racially charged chapter of its history that many still don't know about. One of Coca-Cola's greatest mysteries is its secret formula. Locked away in a high-security vault in Atlanta, the recipe is the stuff of legend. Only a few people reportedly know the full formula at any time. The secrecy has fueled myths. Some say it still contains trace amounts of cocaine, while others believe it includes exotic ingredients from around the world. While those rumors are mostly false today, the mystery worked brilliantly. It created a mystique around the brand, turning a simple soda into a symbol of power, curiosity, and trust. Coca-Cola mastered the art of turning secrecy into marketing gold. Coca-Cola wasn't just a drink, it became a global empire. During World War II, the U.S. military made a deal with Coca-Cola to provide American troops with the drink, no matter the cost. Special bottling plants were set up near battlefields. This was not just a morale booster, it was a brilliant business move. When the war ended, those plants stayed, and Coca-Cola was already in the hands of millions across Europe and Asia. It wasn't just soda, it was America in a bottle. Coke rode on the wave of patriotism, capitalism, and culture, establishing itself as a symbol of freedom, even in places where freedom barely existed. As the Cold War heated up, Coca-Cola played a surprising role, not just as a beverage, but as a weapon of capitalism. In a world divided between capitalism and communism, Coke represented the American dream. It was banned in Soviet countries, yet it still found its way in, through black markets, diplomats, and even secret deals. When Pepsi made it into the USSR first, Coca-Cola panicked, launching campaigns to regain its dominance. This wasn't just brand rivalry, it was global politics, fought with fizz. Coke became an unofficial ambassador of the West, showing that a bottle of soda could mean freedom, power, and influence. Behind the success, a storm was brewing. As Coca-Cola spread across the world, so did concerns about sugar, obesity, and addiction. Health experts linked soft drinks to diabetes, heart disease, and childhood obesity. Campaigns emerged to tax or ban sugary drinks. In response, Coca-Cola began producing diet alternatives and funding health studies, many criticized as biased. While promoting fitness in ads, the company quietly influenced research and policy. For many, Coca-Cola became a symbol of corporate manipulation, hiding health risks behind glossy commercials and smiling faces. It was no longer just a soda, it was a global health debate in a bottle. Today, Coca-Cola is more than a drink, it's a legend. From its origins in a morphine-addicted pharmacist's lab to becoming a symbol of freedom, war, capitalism, and controversy, its story reflects the highs and lows of modern history. Every bottle carries a legacy of marketing genius, racial politics, secret ingredients, and health debates. Whether you love it or avoid it, you can't ignore it. Coca-Cola shaped the world not just with flavor, but with power. And that red and white label? It tells a story much darker than most people ever realize.